BGN Aquariums Fishkeeper Club. Yes, it is my birthday, so we're still here. Good evening, Ian. Thank you for the birthday wishes there. Thank you. Hope you're well. So yeah, it is my birthday. It's, to be honest, it's been a bit of a nightmare day. Yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare day, to be perfectly honest. So the kind of like the birthday has been kind of put on hold really till tomorrow, because all the plans just ended up getting kiboshed. So of all days when things go wrong, today was the day. Good afternoon, Tracy, or good evening, I should say. Thank you. Cheers, Dane. Thank you, buddy. Yurio, thank you, mate. Reese, thank you so much. Has been a nightmare day. Through none of my own, nothing I could do either. So I wasn't driving today, but not that it really made any difference. But I deliver potatoes to chip shops, and the shops that I do on a Monday, I also do on a Wednesday. So yeah, it's been a double up day. But I only drive a 7.5 tonner, so we've been out in an 18 tonner of another lad that I work with. To cut a long story short, his kid got taken into hospital, so we had to return and then go back out. So I've been out with my boss all afternoon, which was all right anyway, because I got on with him, it was all right. But we didn't get back till about 5:30. I was planning on finishing about 3 o'clock, because the plan was to go and pick my mum up, bring her back to mine. We're going to go and get an Italian takeout. And then I was going to take her home, and I'd be back for the live stream. Yeah, so it's ended up just kind of, it's all gone pear-shaped today. So I'm going to finish work tomorrow. I'm going to go and spend New Year's Eve down with my mum instead. And yeah, kind of put my family birthday celebrations on hold. So yeah, it's a bit weird not being out, not seeing anybody today really. So, but we're here, and I see all you guys have turned up. So that is all good. Good evening, Pete. Cheers, buddy. You know what? I'm not even. I weren't even born until 10:30 tonight. 10:30. So technically, I'm still 51, but I feel 82. So, have you got your? Is it working better now, Reese? Nice, mate. Nice. Right. Start of it. Just start. I know which bit you've snapped off, mate. What? I've never used it. What do you use it for, mate? I have never used that. I know it's for like pumping air out, but well, I think it is. That's what I've always thought it was for. But yeah, I've never needed to use it, mate. So I don't really know. Don't understand. And then to top it off, right? Yeah. So obviously we was going to get an Italian takeout. So I decided to get a takeout anyway. So I went down to the Indian near me. They left me standing there for 10 minutes before they even came to serve me. And when he came out to serve me, he went, "Oh, we'll be about 5 minutes, mate," and went back in there. So I came away from there, went to the Chinese, which used to be so good, and now it's not. Got a chow mein, and I threw it away because it was sweet. So honestly, it was so sweet. I don't get it. I've never had a sweet chow mein before. But yeah, what a birthday! What a birthday! Damn. And I'm on coffee. I'm on coffee because I'm in work tomorrow, and I'm driving. So what are we all doing for New Year? Is anyone out partying tomorrow night? And if so, how much do pubs even charge nowadays, let alone clubs? But how much do pubs charge nowadays for New Year's Eve? Sleeping? You can't be sleeping, you can't be doing that, mate. Have you got your brine shrimp actually sorted out then, bud, yeah? So what have I had? Nothing, mate. I've not. I had a little bit of the noodles, but yeah, I've not eaten anything. So what a birthday, eh? What a birthday. But I did get a phone call today from the renal unit. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with this hospital, but they kind of wanted me to go tomorrow night to have a scan, New Year's Eve. It's like, but she said if you don't want to do that, you can do Friday. So Friday's stream, I probably will have to cancel because I'll have to see what I will. All right, I won't. But I kind of always book it, don't I? I kind of pre-book the live stream. Friday, I'm just gonna have to see. So my appointment is 7 p.m. So yeah, just for a scan. She said I'll only be there 10 minutes though. So I'm hoping to be back for Friday's stream. But if it's hospital, innit? We know what they're like. So chances are I won't be back till a week in February or something like that. First week in Feb. So we'll see. We'll see. Staying in with the grandkids. Nice, mate. Nice. That mean your kids are going out partying then, Pete? Does it? I take it. There you go, Grandad. See you later. We're off to the club. Boom. See you New Year's Day evening. I know, Tracy. I'm all right though. To be honest, I kind of probably need to give my stomach a bit of a break. So it's been a bit. Well, it's Christmas, isn't it? It's rich food and that, so won't do me any harm. Got coffee and Lucasade. That'll do it. Coffee and Lucasade. I want to get a coffee and Lucasade diet. Every time I clean the canister, I put it back together. I have to try and think. No way. No, what? That's weird, that, mate. It's really weird, Reese, because is your filter underneath your tank? I take it is. It's just it's like right. So my 307 actually connects to the bottom of the tank. It's one of them. It's not one that goes. The tank isn't one that goes where the pipes go over. You actually connect it at the bottom. So all I do is when I open the valve, it fills up with water. I turn it on, and boom, away we go. I've never needed to prime it because gravity takes care of it. That's why I was like, when I saw you'd snapped it yesterday, I was kind of thought to myself, no way, how have you done that? Why do you use that? We all know the score, Pete, don't we? We've been there, mate, haven't we? New Year's Eve. God, I used to pay 75 quid. 75 quid for a ticket to the Hacienda in Manchester. And then you'd walk through and then you'd have to pay a further 20 quid to the doorman so they'd let you in. That's what it was like. So it was like 95 quid. 95 quid. But you kind of got your hand stamped. And the car park opposite, there's a fairground. So that was, it was quite good. The Hacienda's New Year's Eve do though was like a bit of a show, you know. You had like fire breathers and everything. It was like it was good. It wasn't just a nightclub that night, you know what I mean? It was good. Dane, I would I'd take it up to like 82, mate. 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and it'll just help. It helps. It hates high temperature, mate. use prime on the top water for hatchery. I'm pretty sure that's alright. So I did eggs and salt. But you know what, mate? I don't even use prime. I just use normal tap water. Just normal tap water, mate. I don't even dechlorinate it. You only use dechlorinate and that, mate, for just to neutralize all like the chlorine in it and all that. They put chlorine in our water so we can drink it, so it doesn't like kill us. And it's only to do that. It's only to take the chlorine out, mate. Yeah, you don't have to use it in your brine shrimp hatchery. Which one did you get? Did you get that one I've got, or did you go for a different one? Oh, it's really weird, that Reese, isn't it? I don't get it. I don't get it, mate. Well, you've seen on the live stream, I think, at least 3 times when I've cleaned mine. I don't do no pumping. I just do the valve and boom, it away it goes. I just always make sure I don't have any leaks on them, on that seal. But yeah, mate, I don't get it. I don't get it. Whereas, in all fairness, though, mate, I don't know. I don't get it. But when I had the Oase on there, I had to prime that, and it's the same bleeding principle. If you open the valve, water should flow in it, shouldn't it? It's as simple as. See, I don't understand, mate. I don't understand. Marion, good evening. Thanks for joining us. I am British, yes. I am. Manchester, Manchester, England. Lloyd, good evening. Do I breed fish? If you breed, what type of fish do you breed? Well, technically, no at the moment, mate. I've got 4 tanks going. I've got a breeding pair of angels in there. There is a breeding pair of starlight plex in there as well. In the next month, the breeding pair of angels are coming out of there and being put into their own tank to breed. And then hopefully within like the next couple of months after that, there'll be another tank going in. I'm doing a fish room, Lloyd. So in there then there's going to be a blackwater set up for breeding cardinals. I believe breeding cardinals is quite difficult, but gotta try out. A lot of people don't know that cardinal eggs and fry are photosensitive, so it's going to be great. Little blackwater setup, no light on it, underneath the angel tank on a rack, so it's just out of the way. Just leave them to it and see if we can get some breeding cardinal action, because I kind of like cardinals, so it'd be nice if I could breed my own and have a massive shoal of them in both tanks. So yeah, so that's the plan for the future at the moment, Lloyd. There'll be way more, obviously, but if I start thinking too far ahead, I'll forget what I want to do now. So, but that's for the first, hopefully for the first quarter. Obviously, I know some people have seen, but I have got the tank already. The room is nowhere near empty. In fact, it's not even started emptying it. And I need to build a unit for that, another tank, and my PC as well. But I may have a second thought about the PC yet. I don't know. But yeah, so there's a few things that I've got to do first. But I bought the tank and I've kind of left it there. So it's like, so if I sit down and I think, you know what, I could be emptying a bit of crap out of that room. So yeah, hopefully it'll get me ass into gear. I'm going down to my mum's on New Year's Day, so I'm going to take all my fishing gear down there on New Year's Day, get that into her shed. That takes up about a quarter of that room, I think. So it opens up a load more clearing out to do then. So, oh, Reese, what's going on, mate? In the same tank? Is that 30 on the heater? Yeah, it could well be round about that day, and you've got to be a bit careful with heaters, mate, because depending on how tight a fit your lid is as well, or even if you've got a lid, it kind of affects the temperature, mate. So just keep an eye on it with your thermometer. But yeah, get it up to 82, buddy. The only reason I say, when I had that with no glass lid on there, I used to have to have it quite high. I keep it at 82. I have dropped it a little bit, but it was on at 82. I had to have two heaters running because one weren't powerful enough for 300 litre. And then when I put the lid on it, I had to turn it down because it started like it went. I think it went from 82 to about 85, 86. So I did have to turn it down. So when people complain about the short that I put on there, I'll put on YouTube a bit back regarding that, people say, "Oh no, you can't do that. There's no gas exchange. There's all kinds of thrown at me. No, you can't do that." I'm like, you know what? The only thing it does is save me money because my heater's not on as much. So I look like Bill Burr. I don't even know who that is, Howdy, to be perfectly honest. But he must be a good-looking son of a gun anyway. Hey, that's all I can say. I got the one you have full setup. Yeah, mate, they're the top notch. You. The pump will probably go noisy after a few months, but apart from that, I've just changed the pump on mine, and but mate, they are top. JBL eggs aren't that great as what I've found. But yeah, there is some on Amazon that are really, really good hatch rate, like really good. So you're better off. I used JBL for a good couple of years, and I was kind of happy with the hatch rate. And then all of a sudden, they died off. It was just not getting much out of it. There weren't enough to feed 4 tanks anyway on the amount I was putting in. So I changed to this just not even a brand, just someone that sends out bags of brine shrimp egg mix with salt. And yeah, the hatch rate's awesome on it. Should have been using them from day one, really, because the hatch rate is twice as what I was getting with the JBL eggs. I went through a fair few tubs of them JBL eggs in the time as well. I think it's Parasite. Try that. Is it Escher? Try Escher, Reese. You can get it. You can get it on Amazon. I'll be honest with you, mate. I've never really found Parasite treatments really that effective, all of them. But when my blue rainbows were going a bit thin, I'd lost the Parkinsoni and I'd lost another type as well. The rainbow was in like a week, and the blues started going thin. So I used Escher, and I'll be honest, that's the only Parasite treatment I've ever found has worked. And my blues are coming back. I may even give it another treatment of Escher. Blues are coming back. They just need fattening up a little bit, and it's not through not feeding them because they get fed. And I will feed them as well soon. I've not fed them yet, so it's been a crazy day. Yeah, that's a good point, Tracer. I will. Hopefully, he's replied to you anyway. Oh man, you lost 5 babies as well. DV174. Word up, man. How you doing? Thanks for joining us, buddy. Thanks for the birthday wishes as well, mate. Thank you very much. Mike. Good evening, my friend. Good evening. Thanks, buddy. I know, mate. I know that. To be honest, I can't get much slower at doing it either, mate. My body. They say life begins at 40, and my body must have not got the memo, because from when I hit 40, I did. Since I've hit up to being 40, I've only ever had one operation, and that was when I was a kid. And then I hit 40, and since then I did the cartilage in my knee. I've snapped a tendon in my arm. I'm suffering from maybe kidney stones. I've become celiac, so it means I can't eat anything that's got gluten in it, which pretty much means 95% of the food that you guys eat, I can't. So, yeah, man, life begins at 40. Fucking hell, who told? No one told my body that. My body gave up. It was all them nights out clubbing, I think. You're a local breeder from Malta. You specialise in guppies. Nice, mate. Nice. So you're our second guppy breeder in the group, mate. So welcome to the club, buddy. Simon Taylor, thank you so much, mate. Thanks for the birthday wishes, mate. Good evening and welcome to Fishkeeper Club, mate. Cheers, Victor. Thank you very much. See, my birthday's got better already. It's just been a really, really crappy day. I feel a bit crappy though not going to see my mum, because I know she wanted to see me today, so I do feel a bit bad about that. But there's not much else I really have been able to do. So you know what I'd want to know, Reese? You know what? I'm gonna, next time I go into a fish store, what do they use? When they have a delivery, they treat the tanks, don't they? You'll go into some store, some shops will, like, the water will be green because they've treated the delivery. I'm just wondering, what do they use? Because you know what I mean. I'd be quite willing, to every time I buy fish, to dose my tank with something. I'd be quite willing to do it if it kind of ruled out stuff. Even like dipping my plants in stuff to make sure nothing nasty gets in there. I wonder what it is, Reese, if it's the same tank, but you cleaned it out. Unless, like, filter media's carried something over me. I don't know. But then maybe the fish are carrying something. Cheers, Victor. That's what it's all about, you, innit? Mate, some sweet cash. Oh, even better, Victor. Thank you. That's for anybody who's in at the moment. If you aren't a subscriber to the channel, please do support the channel by dinking that subscribe button. It's a growing channel, and hopefully one day, with your help, it'll get bigger. But thanks, everybody. So while you're all in, we do 4 live streams a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Start at 8 p.m. British. I keep saying British Standard Time, because British Summertime, because that's where we've been pretty much for the majority of Fishkeeper Club. But yeah, it's GMT. And then on a Saturday afternoon, we also do one from 2 o'clock as well. My channel launches a video every Thursday afternoon at 3:15. Although this week there isn't a video being launched. To be honest, I normally film and do everything on a Sunday, but I went to the shop. I kind of bought a tank, came back. I wasn't feeling great. I'm suffering with kidney stones, so I just didn't feel great. So I just kind of well, as you can see, that box hasn't even been opened. That's how kind of rough I've been feeling. So yeah, I just chilled out yesterday. So there won't be a video this week, but there will be one next week. So just yeah, not been feeling too great. Happy New Year, DV. Soon be here, won't it? 84 Moss. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much, mate. Rainbow breeder. Nice, mate. What type of rainbows do you breed there, buddy? New Year will soon be here, Victor. It will. This time tomorrow, we'll all be ready. And then before you know it, it's all over, innit? And away we go again. Unless you're Chinese, then you can have another. And then you can have another. All the guppies that die thin. See, I noticed this anyway with guppies, I reckon, Reese. I reckon, I don't know. Do they have a disease, guppies, to be honest? Because I notice guppies going thin and then dying and nothing else does. I don't know if it's not just weak bloodline or what, mate. I'm not quite sure. Good evening, Will. Cheers, buddy. Thanks very much. Thanks for joining us, mate. How are you doing? I do recommend that. It is Escher, isn't it? I think it's Escher. I've got yeah, I've got one there. Yeah, Escher. At the moment, well, I've got that, but it's Escher 2000. That's for fungus and fin rot, which had. What else have we got in here? What else have we got in here? I think. Yeah, that's right, Reese. I've got it here, mate. If you're looking at your screen, mate. So it's that. That's what I ordered. Escher NDX, and it's for parasites, nematodes, which take it parasites, roundworms. Now, completely honest with you, mate, obviously it's not by any means at all by a sponsored link, but that is the only parasite treatment that I've used in 40 years that actually I feel it works. So, because the rest just don't have any success with. That actually really good. All right, kind of like, I think it's a bit of a weird way of, kind of like the full bottle does the tank, because like 240 litre, 300 litres, so it is like the full bottle. But I think it works out like it's a drop per litre, I think, something like that. I can't really remember. But yeah, mate, that's top, really good stuff. Got it off Amazon, mate. So I've got a bottle of that. But to be honest, I'll probably get some more of that in. Next time I'm ordering off Amazon, it's just a case of throw some of that on as well. Cool t-shirt. And no, Victor, I'm going to be getting some t-shirts made up, mate, and hopefully sell them in the shop. I still haven't had a look to see how much YouTube take out. I think it was probably YouTube to like 30%. So I take it on the shop, it'll be the same. So, but hopefully, mate, they'll be getting done soon. Hopefully. Especially if Reese, do you reckon you'd be able to get them printed, mate? Do you reckon you could get them printed, Reese? What I find is I've only found one person that can do the multicolored, like, because they are pretty, like, obviously it is the tank. It is the tank. It's I'm hoping to be around for many years, Mike, but it'll be interesting Friday. At least Friday, I'll probably find out if I have got kidney stones or I haven't. So, but then again, they might not bleed and tell me on the day. Shabal Rashid, thanks for joining us, buddy. The last club of 2024. Yeah, mate. Yeah, it is actually. Yeah. Yes, the last fish club of 2024. It's mad, isn't it? I have to remember to change the date on the thumbnails. It's weird having a birthday though on today. Like being like, it doesn't really matter when you're young. No one ever bought presents like and combined them for my birthday, only being 5 days after. But when you get to 18 to 30, it's the worst day in the year to have a birthday. Who goes out on the razzle? I nearly said something else. Who goes out on the razzle the day before New Year's Eve? No one. Believe me. Some people might say, no, they do. No, they don't. They don't. No. Me and all my mates used to celebrate my birthday in June because it was like, yeah, it was like the Queen getting 2 birthdays. But yeah, it was just because no one goes out the night before New Year. Hey, Mike, I think we scared her off, you know. She's not been back in since. I think it was you pressuring her. She hasn't, mate. She's not been in since, has she? S used to be this girl that came in and just like proper like had a crush on it. It was really funny. It was like it was a Saturday afternoon, mate, wasn't it? And it's just like the whole chat was her just like gushing over me, really. Don't get it. Supposed to had something wrong with her eyes or something. Screen must have been cracked. Oh no. In your tank, that will same stuff you worm your cat with. You know what I'd do, Reese, with that tank? I think it'd be worth, if you're going to empty it again, I'd change your gravel, change your substrate in it. You can I'd boil any like rocks and stuff in there, and then just use bleach. Bleach the inside of your tank, and then dechlorinate your tank. Heavily dechlorinate it. If it works on CO2 diffusers, mate, it'll work on the same, but it'll proper neutralize everything, won't it? So I'd give it a wipe down with bleach, and then like fill it up, put loads of dechlorinator in it, and just leave it for an hour, so you know it's definitely like proper dechlorinated. But yeah, mate, I'd have a look at that and boil your rocks and everything. It's all you can do, innit? Aquarium animals, good evening, buddy. I got a new tank, Will. I did, yeah. I was a bit naughty. I'll show you. So I say I was a bit naughty. I kind of knew I went in there to get it, really. Actually, it's Tracy's fault. It is Tracy's fault because I was talking about it. Tracy had said that she'd walked in a shop and accidentally bought something. So I was like, oh, I should accidentally buy a new tank. And she said, yeah, you got to go and do it. So I blame Tracy, really. But yeah, mate, I got this little beauty. It's all right as well. Apparently the light isn't that great, but I'm not really that bothered about that. It's for breeding the angels in, isn't it? So it's 60 litre. My angels aren't massive though. So Tracy's going in there, and so he's. Well, I don't know what he's called. We named Tracy on stream the other day. So it's like they're not massive angels. So it's only them two that are going to go in there. So I'm hoping in the next month, mate, I've got to knock up a little rack for the tanks to go on, to hold 2 tanks. I keep toying whether to make it so it'll put my computer on there as well or not, or do I just make it so it adds more tanks? I don't know. We'll have to see. I need to check out what electricity is like in that room as well. I don't even know how many plugs are in there. Dilemmas. But yeah, it needs a heater, that though. It does need a heater. But the filter's built in, but I believe it's a cartridge filter. Now, I've never used a cartridge filter before. If anyone's used a cartridge, it's in chat now. On a cartridge filter. If I don't put a cartridge in, can I put my own media in it? Like a normal filter, or do I have to use cartridge? This is the thing, I've not even opened it. I'm not even like, I just opened it to make sure it wasn't broke. I've not pulled anything out or anything just because I've been feeling rough. So, Candy and Drones, thank you very much, mate, for the birthday wishes, and welcome to Fishkeeper Club, buddy. Skip the gym. I agree. Thanks for the birthday wishes, buddy. Thank you. What's my favourite pleco? Oh, mate. It's hard to say, innit? I've always had a bit of a thing for blue panax, buddy. I like zebra plecos and things like that. There's so many different beautiful ones, isn't there? It's been over a year now since I saw the gold nugget plex in there. So, but one thing I did do yesterday, while I went buying the tank, I did buy 1 pack of botanicals. It was like can't even think what leaf they were now. But anyway, there were 15 leaves in it. So kind of put 1 in each of the shrimp tanks. Even though one's technically not a shrimp tank, the CO2 tank, but it's got shrimp in it. I put 1 in each of them, and then I've kind of started putting botanicals on the bottom here, which I thought would be a great idea because I can't get anything to, like, with it being low light, anything really to grow that much at the front. But then the bloody filter's moving them all about. So I'm going to end up having to get like some bark as well and maybe like weight everything down. God, is it this tank? Just want something on the front of it that's not artificial. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Reese. I think a lot of it's to do with interbreeding and that. It's a bit of a weird one though, isn't it? Though, because guppies can be born pregnant. So when they're born, they're pregnant with the dad's sperm. Pervs. Weird, really weird, really weird. Garden Mechanics, cheers for joining us, mate. Thank you, and thank you for the birthday wishes as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, Reese, all good, man, all good. Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us, my man. I know, what, 52, man, 52. Old guy. Yeah, Reese, yeah, that's fine, buddy, yeah. Ella, thanks for joining us. Thanks for the birthday wishes, mate. Thanks. Good evening. Welcome to Fish Club. As the same with you, Benjamin. You've just redone your tank today. What's in there, Ben? How big? What's in there? Tell us more. Fish Street did a video on bloodworms. Oh, really? What are they saying, you? Quite interesting, that. Has anyone seen that? KFS, I think everyone calls it. That video on bloodworm. So my poll is not really Got many people voted on it. I think it was 19 people voted on it. And 13% of them have had problems by feeding bloodworm. Someone messaged me earlier and said they had a problem feeding live bloodworm, which I know that you can get parasites from any of the live foods. This was frozen, so be interesting if you gets back to us there. Can I boil the gravel? I reckon you can, mate. Yeah, just you know, I'd put it in a sieve or something like that, Reese, and just run it through like on the hot tap, so it cleans it all out, and hot tap will kind of sterilize it as well, won't it? Especially if you've got one of them super hot taps that you can get nowadays. It was a great accident, though, Tracy, wasn't it? It was. The wood I've got is 2 pieces, but one just like slots into the other one so good. I was like, yeah, I was kind of playing about with the wood. I went in and be like, look, I'm buying one of them tanks. I'm going to have a bit of a play about with wood to see what fits in it. I may just have to cut this wood down slightly, but it's weird how it's like one bit will sit nicely as a base and the other bit sits on it. So it's kind of, it'll look cool. Well, you can see it on the picture on my community feed. It kind of looks awesome. The wood will look cool. With a bit of Java fern and packed out of Anubias, obviously, because I've got 10 ton of Anubias, so I might as well use it. Yeah, it'll look cool. Light ain't too bad. Just someone said that the kind of the keep, when you raise it, it keeps falling down because they don't hold. And someone also said that they break after about 6 months, but if it does, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's a dark water, it's a black water aquarium, so I'm not really that bothered about putting light through it. Anyway, it's for breeding the angels. See how it goes. Superfish. It is all Tracy's fault, Pete. And she knows it. And then tell you what, she's proud of it as well, I reckon. Yeah, it is just cartridges, Garden Mechanics, yeah. I should have known that. Oh, does that mean I've got a... How does that work? Out of interest. What's this? I've never used the cartridges, mate. So when you replace them, I take it the biological filter is more just your tank then, isn't it? Man, there's none. The payload in there is going to be so little anyway. It's only 2 angels. And I'll be honest, I'm going to probably try and stick. If I can get a male and female clownplex, then I may just stick 2 of them in as well. It's going to be botanicals on the bottom, and I am going to put a pleco cave underneath the wood. So it'd be great if we could get plex and angels breeding in there, but we'll see. It's only 60 litres, so I can't put too much in it. I may even put a different filter in it now. I'm not sure. On top. Don't know. Anna Marie, thank you for joining us. How are you, buddy? Okay. What are you doing? I'm so mate. I have been a bit rough, Anna. I've got an appointment for a scan on Friday. After they wanted to do me on Christmas Eve to operate on me on Christmas Day. Great. I was like, no. So they decided they'd come back to me today with New Year's Eve. I was like, no, not happening. It's like, thing is, if it was just me, it won't bother me, I'd go. But I'm not having my mum on her own on Christmas Day or New Year. So it's kind of the way it is. So yeah, so I've got it on Friday at 7 o'clock in the evening. So we'll see how we go from there, Anna. At least I might be a little bit closer to actually finding out if it is stones. Probably will. You probably. I might get a filter this weekend, Reese, and get a filter and just put it into like the rainbow tank or the angel tank and just have it running. By the time the tank's built and all that, it'll have a pure beneficial bacteria in there. Cheers, Anna. Old man today, Anna. Proper old. If I wasn't bald, you'd be able to see my grey hair. I expect you'd be able to fit a sponge in place of the cartridge. I'll take a look. I will open it up. Garden Mechanics, I will. I'll open it up and have a look. It's just like I say, I've not really felt up to it, to be honest. It has been nice having a couple of days off work though, just to chill, and it over Christmas and that. It's been nice. You have a lot of fry with deformed tails. Oh, really, Reese? I'm not sure. Is anyone else struggling with the audio? All right. Oh, it's all right. Pete's already answered. I have just moved my the mic round as well, mate, just in case. Joseph, thanks for joining us, buddy. Thanks for the birthday wishes too, mate. Super proud. Yeah, damn right you are. I didn't take much convincing though, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I was at the shop. The shop opens at 11. I was there at 3 minutes past 11. So it's like, let me in. Walked in. The girl's like, all right. Went, yeah, I'm buying one of them tanks. I was like, yeah. And in all fairness, last time I bought a tank, I said to her, when I come in here again to buy a tank, do not sell me one. And she said, okay. She failed because she sold me one. And I'd warned her not to. You don't need dealers like that, do you? Not on. The good thing is, Reese, it's just another rebuild, isn't it? I love building tanks up, mate. I do. To be honest, I'm a bit gutted that wood went together too easy. It was like, even though it does look awesome, it does, but I kind of like messing about and getting it right, and it went in and it was like, oh man. It kind of just slot in proper. It was like Lego. Honestly, it just like, when it was like, oh my God, just sits there. So I've got it currently in the bath soaking. I need a big barrel so I can put wood in it, because at the moment I've got 2 big buckets of water in the bath, so I don't have to use as much water. And then fill the bath up, got the wood in it. Then in the morning when I have a shower, I've got to take it all out, empty the bath because I don't want to stand in cold water. I have a shower, rinse the bath out, fill it back up, and that's my life at the moment. And then again in the evening when I come home from work. Oh, Steve, you 63, mate. I feel 83, Steve, if that's anything. Yeah, I'm gonna try it, Will, anyway. So I'll open the box up and have a look. So I just opened it to make sure that nothing was broke. I'll try and get a decent filter, a decent heater in there as well. I like them. The Fluval T range, is it? The T range. I do like them. They're really good. You can kind of do a water change without unplugging them as well. They know if they're out of water, so they are pretty cool. One that's like lit up blue when it's on, and when it's actually heating, it goes red. So you kind of know that it's on. How many times do you look at your heater thinking, oh, is it the light? You never see the light on. I'm kind of lucky because I've turned around and that's on there, but sometimes like, is that heater working? You never see it on. I'm better being rough myself. You did say the other day, actually, Anna, that you've all been ill. One kid with walking pneumonia. Bloody hell. One with bronchitis. 13 puppies that are starting to walk. Oh yeah, you've definitely got your hands full, Anna. I have. I actually sent you. I have sent you a friend's request on Insta as well, mate. I have to watch how I say this now because I want to see those baby dogs. That sounds just as bad, doesn't it? That sounds just as bad as saying I want to see your puppies. I want to see your baby dogs, Anna. It does. It sounds worse. Sounds worse. Proper old. Oh, I am. I am. I believe I was born in 72, but I feel like I was born in more like 52, to be very honest. Until you stop smoking, Steve. You used to suffer from bronchitis when you were a kid. And then when he was 8, he stopped smoking and it cleared up. I know it's an addiction, Tracy, isn't it? Yeah, they know me. They know me. I actually said to the girl on Sunday that I do a YouTube channel. She went, "Oh dear." I'm like, not telling me you don't know, surely. Because I like every post that they put on. I'm sure they must know. You never know. Might end up doing like a tour of their shop. You never know. No, I don't think it'd really like. Oh, you never know, eh? Try and get a deal going with them. So Anna, they rang me up on Christmas Eve. I had that appointment dinner on Christmas Eve. They asked me to go to A&E to a hospital 35 mile away from me, not the one 2 miles down the road, to do a scan. And if I need an operation, they were going to operate on Christmas Day. That's what he said. I was like, it's not happening, mate. It's not happening. So yeah, it was a bit of a weird one. And then, like I say, they wanted to do New Year's Eve. Okay, so you can go for a scan actually at the hospital near me as well. So that's good. You can go there at 7:30 if you want on New Year's Eve. She went, I've got this appointment, but not really, no one's wanted to take it yet. I was like, yeah, I'm not taking that either. No way. No way. Stop digging. I know. It's true though, isn't it? It's true, isn't it? It's what it actually sounds worse. Oh, cheers, Anna. Never smoked. After you reach 9. I think I used to get bronchitis when I was a kid. I think it was the smog, Steve. Because it like used to get really like pea soup fog, didn't we? Because of the fire, burning coal and all that. So yesterday, right? So I know some of you will have seen it, some of you won't have seen it. So I put that picture on, didn't I? Of that tank with the wood on top, yeah. And yeah, it's photographed there. Backdrop is my kitchen. It's a little kitchen. I live in a little 2-bedroom flat apartment, if you want, rather than flat. So I photographed it. I put it on YouTube on my community page, and then I put it on Facebook, and I put it on quite a few of the aquarium groups on Facebook. And one group in particular, I won't say which one it is because I can't remember, but I've had more comments on. I don't get it. Right? So I've had more comments on my washing machine, right? Yeah, being in my kitchen, right, than the tank. On an aquarium group, right? Yeah, photograph the tank. with the wood on top saying, look, just walked out of the shop and somehow this lot came with me. And everyone's like, whoa, no way. You've got a washing machine in your kitchen. No way have you got a washing machine in your kitchen. That is all the comments. Honestly, like, well, where did I post it? I don't get it. They probably bloody were 3 wise men, Steve. Honestly, it weren't happening. To be honest, though, that doctor that rang me, I did kind of give it him a little bit, to be perfectly honest. He was like, want you to go now? I'm like, you want, let's rewind 3-4 weeks ago when I got taken into hospital and none of you gave a damn. Why didn't you scan me then? He was like, I don't know. I'm like, well, if you think I'm coming in on Christmas Eve, you've got another thing coming. It's like, it's not happening. It's like, if you can guarantee I'll walk in there, get a scan straight away, I'll do it. But if you think I'm sitting in there for 8 hours on Christmas Eve, no way. Not when they should have done it 3-4 weeks ago when I got rushed into hospital. And they did nothing apart from give me a suppository. Told me to stick it up my own ass, right? Yeah, pretty much. But just reminded me to take the plastic wrapper off first. Like I'd stick a suppository up my backside with a fucking wrapper on it. I don't know. But yeah, it should have been done 4 weeks ago. It's just a bad state of affairs at the moment. I know. I'm actually booked in. I'm not even going into A&E. It's actually, I'm booked into the renal place there. So it will be a case of, she said it'll be a case of you come in 10 minutes later, you'll be gone. So said I eat and drink like normal. So that'd be interesting. It's not really eat during the day. So Friday, we'll see. We'll see. I don't get much luck with any of my doctors and that, though, Anna. I really don't. I'll be honest. I kind of lost a lot of faith in the doctors around here over the years. I had a mate. Over the years, some of like the crazy horror stories that you hear, and they're all like being people close. Really good mate got taken into hospital, feeling really bad. They asked him what drugs he was on. It's like, I'm not on any drugs. No, what drugs are you on? And he was like, I'm not on any drugs. What drugs are you on? And he went, okay, in the past, he wasn't on anything. He was like, in the past, I've smoked weed, I've had LSD, and that was it. And they went, right, go home and sleep it off. He went, that was years ago. All right, no, go home and sleep it off. And they took him out. So his mum and dad took him out and made him admit that in front of his mum and dad as well. And on the way, and as he walked in the house, he collapsed. And he collapsed just because his appendix had just burst. And he spent, I think it was a month in intensive care. So that wasn't good. His mum went to hospital with really bad indigestion. The doctor was sent him there, sent a packing, told her to drink Gaviscon. 2 months later, she died of cancer. So bad. My dad went to hospital, went to the doctors. This is the one that really got me. My dad went to the doctors on the Wednesday because he was complaining of feeling dizzy. He suffered from like high blood pressure. Felt dizzy. I've read his diaries. I had to. Felt like if someone was shoving him in the side of the head. All these weird things were in his head. Went to the doctor. Doctor told him to make him feel like he was wasting their time as well. Not just saying, it actually meant it as like, you're wasting our time. You're the fittest 78-year-old man we've ever seen. That's what he said to him and sent him packing. 2 days later, he had a massive stroke, killed him. Speaking to Dad's stroke specialist at the time, if that doctor had picked up on them signs actually being a warning that there was a stroke imminent, yeah, my dad would probably still be alive now. That's what I was going on about the other week when I said about doctor killed my dad. So I don't really have much faith in doctors, to be perfectly honest. And every single I complained about that doctor. I had a phone recording of him admitting that he'd missed all the signs. Every single doctor pulled together and cleared him, exonerated him. He admitted it. I've got a phone call. I've got a fucking recording of him admitting it, that his neglect killed my dad. So yeah, I don't have much faith. Yeah, I'm not surprised there, Steve, with the coal mines and that. Honestly, Anna, it's crazy. Honestly, honestly, people are like more interested in the fact my washing machine's in my kitchen. Now, the job I used to do, I used to deliver washing machines and install them, and I think 99% of them installed into the kitchen. I know in America they have like laundry rooms, but to be honest, anybody in an aquarium group, right? Yeah. If you've got a laundry room and you're in an aquarium group, change your hobby. Because surely that laundry room should be like, fuck that off and put fish tanks in it. That's what I do. And you know what, Will? I should just put a picture of my bleeding kitchen on every thumbnail. It's just like, doesn't matter what it's about. Cardinal Tetras, picture of my kitchen with a washing machine in it, just so people come in and make comments. It's crazy. Yeah, but this is the grey one behind me, mate. I don't know what to do when I'm just going to do wooden frames in the fish room. I don't know whether to paint them. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to see. Varnish them. I might varnish them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Varnish might be better and quicker. Are they bad, the waiting list, Steve? It's just, honestly, mate, on the hospital near me, mate, you just see too many people walking around. I spent like 8 hours in A&E like 4 weeks ago, and I think I counted 29 people in 8 hours taking a piece of paper for a walk in a digital world. But yeah, just a lot. I'll be honest, just saw a lot of people walking around doing fuck all. There's one girl. I'm not even like having a go for, because I don't have much faith in doctors, obviously. But one girl walked past this office door, and someone came out of the office, and she doubled back and went in that office. She wasn't going in that office, and 3/4 of an hour later, she came out and carried on going in the same direction. So it was like, hang on a minute. As a taxpayer, if I just paid an hour and I waited about an hour out of your wage, we were stood in there talking. When I'm sat here waiting, and you're seeing other people before me because they need a translator and I don't, because that's how it was. When it's kind of laughable. It only got better when we complained. Why are all these people getting seen before me? Oh, they need a translator, sir. Translators are £25 an hour, so they'll get seen first. All right, that's fair, isn't it? Can't they bring their own translator and pay it themselves? Why has the NHS got to pay for that? But yeah, that's how it was, mate. And when I once had kind of moaned about it, they saw me through. Well, that was like 8 hours. It's crazy, Anne-Marie, innit? But yeah, well, to be honest, my mum collapsed in. My mum suffers from it's like a form of vertigo. So when she goes to the dentist, when they raise her up in the chair, she has to get up herself, otherwise raising her up, she passes out. It's weird. And she felt rough. The doctors wanted to see her when she was rough, yeah, so they could do tests on her, like blood pressure and all that, to see what was going on. So my dad took her to the doctors, and the girl on the receptionist, who should really work on the borders because no one would get in, said, it's not a walk-in centre, you know this, and sent them packing. Ooh, I'll tell you what, that practice manager heard from me that day. She didn't send them packing the next time around. That practice manager got it. In fact, that practice manager got it as well regarding my dad. I'm no longer at that doctor's surgery, let's put it that way. I won't even go in because there could be someone in the chat that's watching that doesn't know. But yeah, I got kicked out of that surgery. I was not an happy camper when you find out doctor's neglect kills your dad. It doesn't. You kind of don't go into them places too happy. So annoying, Anna. It's so annoying. Good evening, Sam. How are you doing? Thanks for the birthday wishes, mate. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're well. Been in work, mate. Been in work. Ended up having to work late, so we kind of froze. We put a pause on my birthday celebrations. Not for tonight. Like with my family and that. So yeah, we paused it and continue it tomorrow instead. So technically, I was born at 10:30, so if she'd have held on for another hour and a half, I'd have been a New Year's Eve baby. I don't think she would plan that right, really. An hour and a half, that's all she had to wait, was an hour and a half. And she dropped me on New Year's Eve, the night no one goes out. So thanks, Mum. She might be watching. And then call me Russell. She might be watching. She knows that anyway. I'm gonna bring it into every film now, mate. Every video I do, the washing machine's gonna be there. It got more interest than the tanks, honestly. Yeah, mate. So Sam, when I finish work tomorrow, then I'll come back here, get changed, go down to my mum's, gonna go and get a takeout, spend a couple of hours down there, and then come back here for New Year, have a bit of a drink. Yeah, I've got like a really good whiskey. My mum bought me a really good whiskey this year. They got me one a few years ago. Me and my dad used to like this really nice whiskey, and she got me a bottle. It's like over £100 bottle, but it is like, I think it's like 60% proof. Goddamn blows your face off. So that'll sort the kidneys out. Can't have too much though; it blows you away. The Eheim Quick Vac. Nice. Is that a siphon, Sam, or is it like a powered vacuum? Bloody hell! Years ago, I've not seen them. I don't even know if you can buy them anymore. But you used to be able to buy air-powered vacuum cleaners for your tank. I don't even know. I've not seen them for years. So it'd work along the same kind of lines as your pump, as your filter, as a sponge filter. And you'd like run it off your air pump, and you stick it in, the air bubbles going up and suck the crap up, but then it'd come out into a little sock, so it collect all the crap. Bloody hell. No, wait, man. I'm not seeing them for years. Please see the washing machine now. Piss off, you. I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what we can see. Let me just feed both of the little tanks, and I'll feed the tank because I've not fed them yet, guys. So, bloody, you're only here for the washing machine, you aren't you? I can't. Honestly, I can't believe it. And my phone all day has been pinging away. And my boss went, "Hell, you're popular." I went, "No, it's not me. It's my washing machine that's popular, mate." So honestly, that's all it was. All day, it's just been messages about why have you got a washing machine in your kitchen? Where's your dishwasher? Where's your dishwasher? The dishwasher put the post up, mate. I don't have a dishwasher. I am the dishwasher. Oh God, that stinks tonight. So I am feeding frozen bloodworm. Don't know whether I should be, but I am gonna knock the bloodworm on the head. Let me just move you in. I'm gonna knock the bloodworm on the head for. I have left it a bit late, guys, so you might not really see much. I was gonna do this as I came on stream, and I totally forgot. So I'm going to knock bloodworm on the head once I've used what I've bought. So, and just see if it stops the sudden deaths. Because it's been a bit weird. Like I say, quite a few people seem to have a problem with it. Just going to get a drink while that's. But I'll be back in a sec, guys. For anyone that's in at the moment, if you are not a subscriber to the channel, you can ding the subscribe button, that'd be great. The channel needs as much support as possible. Notification button will tell you when we come live on stream, which is 4 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 PM GMT, 2 PM Saturday GMT. On Thursday afternoon, we do launch a video, aquarium based, always educational. There won't be one this Thursday because kind of been feeling a bit rough, so thought I'd have a week off. Well, week off. I had a day off, if you will. So we're back. Oh God. What's your take on the COVID vaccine, Steve? Because kind of don't really want to go into it on stream, but I'll be honest, mate. I've had 2, 3, I think, but that again couldn't be ruled out of being the cause of my dad's stroke. Because 2 weeks after he had a stroke. So, and the hospital couldn't rule that out either, that it was that caused it. So, it's a battery-powered vacuum. Is it good, mate? Yeah. I bet it's kind of how I was saying before about the air-powered one. Then it doesn't drain your water like a vacuum. I knew you'd like that. I knew you'd like that. Works great on sand. It's crazy, Tracy. Honestly, the barbs are just like are crazy when it comes to even if I reach to get a drink and the barbs think it's feeding time. Absolutely mental. But I am so loving that tank now. I'm still waiting to get those Denison barbs though. But yeah, 6 of them, and then that's like 6 of them, and then cardinals. But that's it. The tank's done then. Not the bloodworm on the head, Anna. Yeah. So what it was, Keeping Fish Simple the other day did a video saying that bloodworm had killed all his fish. So he'd had a problem with it a few years ago, stopped using bloodworm, even frozen bloodworm. And he tried it again and it's killed out some of his fish again. There's a few different things though. One, he was feeding it frozen. And it kind of makes you think maybe if we get brain freeze, the fish, and does it affect fish differently if it freezes the brain technically? And we're kind of all right, but with the fish it may be different. So I don't know if that's anything to do with it. But then since I kind of run a poll on YouTube to see if anyone else, some people have been saying, yeah, they had a problem with it. Ken, he stopped feeding bloodworm and said that his random deaths stopped. You know, when you come in and you see a couple of fish dead and you're like, what's happened there? And everything's right. So yeah, it's so I'm gonna try it. I'll use what I've got and then I'm gonna stop using it for like maybe 6 months and see if anything gets better. He didn't like condemn any other frozen food because he still uses other frozen foods, but it was like bloodworm. Some part of his theory was wrong though. Well, he'd said that bloodworm feed off other animals and get blood, but that's obviously leeches. So he's kind of got a bit mixed up there. But it's interesting. I actually spoke about it to the guy who runs the fish shop where I bought my tank, and he was like, "I've never heard of that, but we'll see, innit?" Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It kind of means stop using it, Anna. Knock it on the head. Boom. Yeah. I do forget we have translation issues sometimes. Used on eBay, 25 quid, and so far it's pretty good. New the 6 day. I'll look them up. I kind of don't vacuum my substrate anyway, mate, because my plants kind of do it, but I may have to use one on the angel tank because there's not really going to be plants. But I don't know. I think I'll probably end up putting soil in it anyway, just in case I'll add plants later. Kind of do that. Probably waste soil sometimes, but I like plants, as you know, so there will end up being bloody plants in it as well. How long will it stay dark, like black water as well? But you can buy botanical tea bags to make for the tannins, so it should be quite interesting. I'll give it a proper go on Saturday. Like, oh yeah, mate, yeah, keep us informed, mate. Hi guys, also holy battery gravel. Oh, you've got one as well, Darren, yeah. There you go. Coming in, recommendations are coming in. Yeah, I might have to have a look. Say for the rainbow tank and the cardinal tank, and both being, they're not really going to be a few bits of Anubias in there, but apart from that, it's not really going to be much in it. Especially the cardinal tank, because cardinal tank's not going to have a light on it, so I probably will. There won't be any soil or anything going in that. I know it was nasty at the time, mate, wasn't it? It was nasty at the time. But the vaccine, I'm not 100% sure anymore. Has anyone else noticed that videos will bleep out the word COVID like it's a cuss word? I don't. You know what? I think what it'll be, Anna, is people do it so it doesn't flag on the algorithm. Certain words that it picks up, I think. You have one as well, you. Norwegian, thanks, buddy. I hope you're well, mate. Keep those little videos coming, dude. Changing to what dogs have we got? Yeah, what dogs? I'd like to know what knock it on the head means to you then, Anna. All right. Yeah, it's us English. A bit weird, aren't we? I've never had a problem with frozen bloodworm, mate, to be honest. But put a tub with a tank water. I'll be honest, Simon, I never have. But I have had random deaths. And now I'm just kind of wondering, is that the thing? Because mine predominantly get frozen food most nights. Maybe once, twice a week. At the moment, they get dried food, and then like the brine shrimp hatchery. To be honest, I just keep forgetting to put it on. But once the brine shrimp hatchery will go in the fish room eventually, because the air pump for that's too powerful for that. So the air pump will do the angel tank as well. So I'll have the brine shrimp hatchery at the side of it. So the air pump will be running on that all the time. So it'll be running all the time. So things will get a bit more organized when, well, maybe might get a little bit more organized. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking with it, because if I stick 2 plex in that tank as well, I'll need to do a bit of vacuum. I want some baby plex, you know. You can just use red tea. I think you can use any tea, mate, really, can't you? Bit of PG tips and that. God, a mate of mine used to get mint tea, right? Mint tea and then put milk in it. Oof. Weird. That's a nice little offer there for Anna, mate. If you want some puppies. Your dog's pretty gorgeous, old Tracer, isn't it? Proper little stunning. My boss brings his little dog into work when his kids aren't at school and that. So I always keep dog biscuits in my bag. So every time I walked in the office, it'd bark at me. Now, yeah, it's weird. His dog's proper funny. He watches the camera to see who's coming upstairs, and he gets dead excited when he sees me because he knows he's getting biscuits. Walk in, just doesn't leave me alone. So funny. Beautiful. They're out for biscuit dogs, aren't they? I kind of do like my dogs, though. Bit of a disaster on Saturday, bought 6 hatchet fish. Seemed to be well. Then the 2 angels started chasing them around. That's kind of what happened with the cardinals in here, mate. It was like the angels and the cribs all just went on it. So like, that's why another reason why the angels are coming out. But 2 angels are going into the rainbow tank, and the breeding 2 are going into their own little love nest. See what goes. I've got Barry White ready, so hopefully we get some babies. Hatchet fish are pretty cool though, Sam. They are pretty cool. Picked up a pair of orange cat, electric blue rams today. Nice. They're squabbling with the regular electric solo camera. Yeah, there'll be a bit of a territorial thing going on at the moment, mate. There'll be you'll get a dominant male as well, more than likely. Unfortunately, in the US. Bloody hell, Anna. What you like? We all want to buy a puppy off you, and you're in the wrong bloody country. Do you always go rescue, Steve? It's nice getting it. It's nice rescuing one, isn't it? My cat, I rescued my cat. He were only when my cat moved in here. I say when he moved in because he did literally move in. He wasn't invited. He just moved in. And the poor little sod only weighed £2 in weight. £2. He'd been dumped. I live next door to a petrol station. I think someone had dumped him on the petrol station, forecourt, and drove off. But they'd cut his whiskers off. It's like the worst thing you could do to a cat, innit? Cut his whiskers off and you could count his ribs. And he ended up moving in here and had a good few years, to be perfectly honest. I'm so glad he did, though, because he was proper cool. Yeah, he's awesome, Loki. That's the one. He's so cute. Good evening, Charlie. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Thanks for the birthday wishes as well. Hope you're well. The whiskers did grow back, Charlie, yeah. Yeah, after a couple of months. But yeah, it was a poor little sod. Rainer, good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're well. I know I was, Steve. I know. I'm just digging a big hole. Next time you come in, Anna, with kittens instead. It's just not as politically incorrect. Will you breed kittens instead, please? It's just easier. You've had one move in as well, Anna. It's what they do, innit? It's what they do. I'd gone to bed on a Saturday night, this weird noise, and it was a weird noise. It didn't sound like a cat. This weird noise outside, like a croak. But I live next door to a Tesco, like a supermarket, petrol station kind of thing. So I just thought it was an alarm going off because it didn't sound like an animal. And I got up Sunday morning and it was like still this noise, like what the hell is that? And I went out on the car park and it's like coming from underneath my car. And I looked and this little cat walked out. He was so thin, honestly, he was so thin. Went and got him a bowl of milk, which I learned later on I shouldn't have really done. But and I went to the Tesco's, got him some food, and he kind of ate the food, and then he run off. I I came in here, got ready, I was doing my housework, walked into my lounge, and he'd come through my lounge window and he was fast asleep on my rug. So I kind of let him sleep there because he didn't have fleas or anything like that. You know, he was nice and clean. So I just let him sleep there because I know he'd been awake all night. He'd kept me awake all night. And then he kind of went missing for a couple of hours. Then I heard him at my front door. So he'd actually managed to get in. I don't know mad as, so he managed to get into the hallways. He was scratching at my front door, let him in. Took him down to the vets to see if he'd been if he was tagged. He wasn't. And the vet, I was like, what do we do now? And the vet's like, do you want a cat? I was like, I'm not allowed them. I'm not allowed animals in here. And he was like, right, we'll put him down. I'm like, you can't put it down. So yeah, the vets wanted to put him to sleep. It's like, no way. He's coming home with me. So yeah, that was it. On the way, got him back here, went to the shop, bought a load of stuff for him, and that was him. He spent probably the first 2 months living here as a cat that went in and out. And then I finished work one day and to be honest, I thought he'd been killed. I thought he'd been run over. He was laying in the middle of the forecourt, the petrol station, just flat out. I thought, oh, he's been killed. And he saw me and he jumped up and come running over. And that was the last time he went out. He became a house cat after that. Bought him some big cat tree to play in. But yeah, and that's it. 17 years later, he died on me, the little sod. That was like March this year. He was awesome though, proper cool cat. How long have you been in the hobby? Oh, do I call you? Call me Russ, mate. I don't mind. Call me Russ, mate. Been in the hobby for like, what will it be? Since I was 8. I'm 52, so 44 years. Oh man, what did you ask me that for? 44 years. What? God damn. Too long, mate. Too long. And I'm still learning though. It's on YouTube or Twitter. You've commented. It's on YouTube or Twitter. Sorry, Reese. You might not be talking to me there about YouTube or Twitter. I'm not sure. You love Ottos, right? Yeah, would you agree? I do love Ottos, mate. Charlie, yes, I do. I have Otto cinchlus in all my tanks. They are a bit of a social fish. I wouldn't go less than 4 in a tank, but I also wouldn't go more than 8 unless it's a massive tank. But because if you put too many in, I think it was Aquarium Co-op actually that said it really shouldn't have more than 8 because of such ferocious algae eaters. They end up kind of like starving themselves to death if you have too many of them. So it's worth watching Aquarium Co-op. It is Aquarium Co-op for sure. Their video on Otto cinchlus, mate, it's quite good. But yeah, they are a social. I'll be honest, mate, sometimes water change day, it's a good day for counting the Ottos because they all congregate on one side of the tank. All of them just gumping. It's like nice to count them up and see how many you've got in there. Kittens are much better. So trying to find good homes. Yeah. To be honest, I want, if I move into a bigger place, I'd want a kitten and a puppy, but buy them on the same day so they grow up together. Tesco's. It's a supermarket chain, Raina, in the UK. Yeah, true. I love how you're being served, Steve. I love it. I was telling years ago, when I used to work with my best mate, both drivers, and I was like, "Do you ever watch How You Being Served?" He was like, "No." I'm like, "You should watch it. It's quite funny. It's just like innuendo after innuendo in it." And then kind of recorded a little bit of Mrs. Slocum when she said to a neighbour, if you look through my letterbox and you can see my pussy, will you throw it a sardine? And he was like, no way, is that, you got away with it, didn't they? Like in the 70s and 80s. It was so good. It was quite funny, wasn't it? How being served. I still watch it now, Steve, to be honest. That Gold is the most watched channel on my TV. Only Fools and Horses, I probably can recite Only Fools and Horses quite badly, really. And Maplins, what was that now? Maplins, IDI. I had a Bengal cat about 5 years ago. He was so awesome, like a little dog. But unfortunately, he passed away of a heart condition. Oh, mate, that's so sad, isn't it? But yeah, to be honest, mate, my little Dre was a bit like a dog. If he does, he actually makes an appearance on, I think it's my Choywood video. He makes a little appearance because he comes and badges in while I'm filming, and I kind of left it in because, and I'm glad I did, really. But yeah, he was like a dog. He followed me everywhere. I ended up having to ban him from my bedroom at night because he was a bloody pain. He used to like jump on me and then run off, like as if it wasn't him. And then, but honestly, right, no word of a lie, right? So he used to come in my bedroom, he'd jump onto my bed, then he'd jump onto my windowsill and jump up onto my wardrobe. By this time, I've heard him, yeah. So you know what he's up to. And he did it all the time. Bloody little sod. Then he'd jump off the wardrobe onto me, and in one foul move, he'd run off the bed and run out into my lounge, yeah. And then he'd walk back dead slowly, like you'd hear his little claws on my wooden floor, and he'd jump on the bed, and he'd look at you and say, "What's all that fucking commotion about?" That's what it was like. It was so funny. It was like, you do it every night. And it got to the point, it was like, right, I can't sleep here because this cat is like just tormenting me all the time. So I ended up having to lock him out of my bedroom. But yeah, he used to hassle me, he did. Hassled me. After all I did for him, he tormented me. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Sam. One of my dogs went to the vet today. She had a dislocated elbow. Oh, Raina, is he all right? Oh, is she all right, I should say. Don't keep them goldfish to get eaten. Yeah, mate. Well, you know what? I have put, there is a picture of him on my community feed as well. He used to sit watching my tanks. He never climbed on them. He was never a problem. And I know I got lucky there. But I've got a picture of him just sat watching my shrimp tanks. He used to love watching the shrimp tanks more than anything. I really like your angels. I might accidentally walk out of the fish shop with a new tank. Hey, you should, mate. It's a really good way to go. Go into your local fish store and accidentally walk out with a tank. Are they? I didn't know Tesco was in Hungary, mate. I didn't. I know they have like an American branch and they call it something else. They tried doing it in a little town near here, but I can't think what it's called. No, Mr. something. I think Mr. Biggs or something like that. It didn't last long. It went back to me in a Tesco. Nah, Pete, you were never getting away with. You're never getting away with that anymore, are you? The people are way too sensitive, Anna. There's one about a truck. She's talking to a truck driver on a CB radio, and she tells him that she's won loads of awards showing a pussy. It's like, then you just hear the truck driver crash. But yeah, you wouldn't get away with that nowadays. No way, would you? To be honest, I'm surprised they get away with it on gold, UK gold. But the amount of trigger warnings now, they even all the only fools have been cut out so much, just for like, they ruin them now. Half the jokes have been taken out. She used to jump off the wardrobe, mate. Yeah, don't need to know any more of that, Steve. We know where that's going. So what's like everyone's hopes for 2025? Has anyone got any like mad thing that they actually want to do? I know I'm gonna do my fish room, but has anyone got anything that like, you know, I'm gonna do this year, like a parachute jump or something like that? I'd like to do a parachute jump. I would, but not at the moment. The way my health is, I'll probably end up dying on the way down or something. I'd like to do a parachute jump. Maybe in time. You never know. This so this cube, I know Garden Mechanics has got one, hasn't he? He likes them. I think this cube's going to be the main size cubes of what I put in this in the room. You know, I think I'm gonna do that. I think it's going to be them size, and maybe like the shrimp tank. I want to try and do a rack of shrimp tanks as well, but I might do them side on and just do the little like small tanks like I've got where the shrimp tank now, but have it side on instead. I think that's going to be the way forward. Tracer, I kind of may have lost track. I think I have. But I'll do it with you, Russ. I don't know what you're on about, mate. I'm kind of losing the plot. Just remind me what you want to do with me, mate. I've lost it. 2025, yeah, catch. Oh, Steve, mate, that happens way too often, doesn't it? That happens way too often. It's not on as well, is it? It's not on. Bloke did it to me the other week in my van. His tranny van, and he turned too soon. I was parked up, and he sideswiped my van and drove off. He did drive off, and like I got his number. He was actually delivering to the butcher's next door to the shop I was delivering to. So I got his number, and there was a witness. This guy come to the van. He went, mate, he's just at your van. I went, I know, I felt it. Felt it. But there was no damage to my van, but a side of his must have been, well, it was wrecked. So like, kind of got him as a witness just in case he tried blaming me. Because you never know, do you? But he must have got his ass tore out when he got back, because it was a right mess, his tranny van. You actually got to set up a new tank for Christmas for your grandmother. Nice, Anna. Why are you putting your grandmother in a tank, Anna? I'm only joking. I had to say it though. If you set up a tank for your grandmother, you can't put her in that, mate. Yeah, they're very easy to fall into your pocket. Very easy. Upgrading my goldfish tank to an indoor pond or bigger fish tank for Gary. Yeah, mate, nice. Indoor ponds. I know, you just got to think of the water loss, that's all I'll say to you. If you've not got like good circulation, just think of the water loss, evaporation, mate. No clue what kind of fish to get a tank to set up. Get a big one, Anna. Get a big one, mate. Get a big one. Need a trio betta tank. That's definitely going to happen, Pete. That's definitely going to happen. For sure. For sure. Because I do like them. They are awesome. Parachute jump, right? Yeah, sorry, Tracy. I'd lost track. Yeah, mate. I know you can do them. You need a certain amount on if you're going to do it for a charity. You need I think you need something like 500 quid before they'll do it. But that's not bad. It's not hard to get 500 quid for doing a charity jump, is it? Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. I was flustered as well, Pete. I was like, what? Thought that woman that had come in a few months ago was back. I don't know if anyone was in. I know, like, me and Mike have a bit of a laugh about it, but yeah, it was like it's proper coming on to me on the stream for about an hour. I got all flustered, Peter did. It's on a slope and they roll back. Yeah, it's not good. It's your birthday as well, Aya. Happy birthday, mate. It's not a great day to have, though, is it? The day before New Year. I know all about it, my man. I knew all about it. Yeah, because like insurance is so high now, mate, and people are too bloody scared. But it's the decency, innit? It's the decency. A lot of people don't have that decency anymore. You know, it's like my work van. It's kind of technically messing with your job, aren't they? You know what I mean? Luckily, it didn't damage my van. And I rang my boss straight away and said, look, mate, someone's just hit my van, drove off. As far as I can see, there's no damage. I have got his reg plate just in case, you know, and the company, because it was a sign written van. Mind, it was a sign written van. I've got the company as well and a witness. Kind of covered all bases for me. Like, if I hadn't seen that, if I hadn't been in the van at the time and he damaged my van on the back corner, I haven't really worked at this place that long. And then I go back and like all my van's smashed up at the back. It just looks like you've reversed into something or something. And then you've got that issue then is, does your boss trust you that someone hit your van and drove off? Or does he think you've just said that? You know, it's not on. It's not on. You got a dash cam, but you never fitted it. I'll be honest, Steve, I'm thinking about a dash cam myself. Have you seen some of the dash cam footage of people just throwing themselves on cars and saying that they've been run over? Even that's happening now, isn't it? I know, like Pete, it's weird because, like, obviously me and Pete know each other now, but away from the stream, I used to work with Pete's sister-in-law. We didn't know that. It just turns out that it's a dead small world. And I know she's had a problem. Someone hit her car and drove off a couple of weeks ago. Bastards, aren't they? It's not on, is it? It's just not on. That should be if you've got evidence, that should be a 9-point offence on your license. That 9 points. Make them think twice about it. Okay, I'm off, everyone. Have a great night, Simone. See you in 2025. Enjoy the rest of your birthday, mate. Cheers, Pete. Thank you so much, mate. Yeah, have a great new year, mate. Hope you have a good evening. Keep safe. Get drunk. And we will see you next year, buddy. Take care, my man. Take care. God, it's nearly here, isn't it? How fast does time go? Wow. You see, it's crazy, isn't it? How fast the years just fly by. Cheers, Anna. The years do fly by, don't they? It's absolutely crazy. And I think really like I lost my dad like nearly 4 years ago, and it seemed like yesterday. 4 years since I've seen my dad. It's just like I don't know where the time's gone. I don't know where it goes. Scary. Mason Marshall, good evening. Could have put oh mate, you're not really going to see much now, Mason, to be perfectly honest. The lights are nearly out now. But yeah, mate, so they are the fluval plant lighters, buddy, and it's on the sunset. It literally goes off in 8 minutes. So you're going to have like a few minutes of just blue light. But we are next on stream. What day we are now? Oh my God. So hopefully we'll be back on stream on Friday, Mason, and the lights will be on a little bit brighter. I say hopefully because I do have an hospital appointment an hour before the stream. So I don't know what, I will come on, but I don't know what time unless I get held up in hospital. Just got 5 gallon Neo Caridina shrunk flooded with plants. Nice, mate. They'll like that. What colour? What colour Neo Caridina, Mace? I kind of got 2 tanks of reds, but I want to go blue next. I want to go blue. Blues, nice. That's going to be the next choice for me. I'll probably put blues in the cardinal tank to keep those eggs clean if they breed. But I'm hoping optimism. Steve, thanks for joining us, mate. Have a great new year, buddy. We'll obviously catch you on the other side of it. But thanks for joining us, mate. Have a good evening. Have a safe evening, obviously. Right, Mason, have you had shrimp before, mate? Just out of interest. Because like you kind of need your tank to be running for a couple of months really before you put them in. I don't know if you've had them before. I might be teaching you how to suck eggs, mate. But and thanks for subscribing as well, Mason. Do appreciate it loads, buddy. You've not had them before, right? So, right, I'm not a massive shrimp expert, buddy. I'm not. I do have a shrimp tank. I know quite a bit about them now. But while you're on YouTube, not yet though, till when the stream's ended. I will be ending the stream in like 5 minutes anyway, Mason. So, but go and visit Fish Keeping Answers. Yeah, on YouTube. Fish Keeping Answers. Guy called Richard, shrimp expert, mate. Watch a few of his videos, and yeah, mate, you'll be quite successful if you follow what he says. He actually does a book as well. To be perfectly honest, I follow all the shops around where I live. Premier Aquatics are actually bigging his book up, actually, the other day on Facebook yesterday. So that was nice to see. But yeah, Fish Keeping Answers, Mason. Great shrimp channel, mate. Really is good. If you go over there, mate, they'll just tell him Russ from BGN Aquariums sent you over there. Because he does help me out. He helps me out on my channel quite a lot. So it's nice to see that I send people over to him as well. And like Tracy will back me up, because Tracy, I know Tracy went over there. He's such a great channel, mate, for shrimp. He's awesome. So don't forget to look at my puppies. I am going to check out your puppies, Anna. I'm going to spend hours looking at your puppies. Oh, it's so funny, isn't it? It's great, isn't it? Bit of innuendo. Reese, good evening, my man. You keep yourself safe, buddy. We'll see you on the hopefully see you Friday, mate. See you next year. Seems like ages away. Have to feed his guppies. Talk to you. Yeah, mate, we'll talk on the Insta anyway, on WhatsApp anyway, buddy, innit? See you next year, buddy. I've had shrimp, but not only shrimp. Oh, that's good then, Mason. But yeah, it's worth checking him out anyway, Mason. Good channel. Very, very good channel. My shrimp tank has no water changes. Parameters are fine. Yeah, breeding like crazy. That's the best thing with shrimp, you. Stability. Stability, stability, stability. That's definitely the way forward. I just do top ups on my shrimp tank. I don't really do water change. Every now and again I'll do a water change, but it's more really just to try and vac out a bit of algae out of there. Yeah, there's a certain another level of addiction, I believe, really, mate, with shrimp. Definitely, I love them. I love my shrimp tanks. I've got kind of like one dedicated shrimp tank, and then I've got a CO2 tank that's got red neos in there as well. I am going to I'm setting up an angel tank at the moment for breeding the angels that are in the tank behind me. After that, I'm going to be doing a cardinal tetra tank for breeding. Breeding cardinal tetras is quite tricky, I believe, because they are photosensitive. But I really want to breed cardinals. I really want to like give it a good going over and kind of document it on the channel. So that'll be pretty cool, mate. But yeah, and there, mate, I do want to stick blues in there with them for sure. Get some blue Neocaridina so they can keep them eggs clean. What's up, buddy? How's your fish doing? Kimco, all good, my man. All good. We are just logging off in a second, buddy. But got a new tank, so that's all good. Is there a way I could show you the tank? Yes, if you're on Instagram, Mason. Yeah, follow me on Insta, mate. Cheers, Jake. Cheers, buddy. Oh, Mason. Facebook. That's the only two really I do. I'd say Twitter, but you don't want to follow me on Twitter. I get a little bit too political on Twitter, really. Kind of get annoyed. Should I say? Ah, right. Okay, Mason. Yeah, mate. I don't really see how there's any way unless you do a YouTube channel, mate. It's always worth. You obviously have to sign up on YouTube, mate. Do some little videos showcasing your tanks, bud. But it is 10 o'clock, guys. I'm gonna go and chill. Get an hour before I go to bed. just like to say thank you to everybody that's been in tonight. Thanks for the birthday wishes. It means a lot because it's not been the greatest of days, which was like totally obviously out of my control. But thanks to everyone that's joined us today. Like I say, we won't be in Wednesday because it's New Year's Day. Friday, I will come on stream, guys. I will come on stream. If I don't come on stream, it's because the hospital appointment's gone tits up or whatever. Or they want to operate on me straight away. I don't know. Well, I'm hoping to be back Friday. If I'm not back Friday, I'll leave a community post saying what's happened. Cheers, Tracy. Everybody, New Year's Eve tomorrow. So have a great New Year. Loads of partying. Loads of drink and whatever. Don't get too smashed, though. Have a safe New Year's Eve more than anything, guys. And see you on the flip side. Boom, Friday, New Year. Cheers, guys. Take care.